Hey guys, welcome back. So, I have a dilemma, and it's because my landscape fabric keeps getting holes in it no matter how I secure it to the PVC pipes. So, had an idea. They're pipes. Curtains have pipes, right? Rods. And so we figured, why don't we just make them like curtains? We came up with a plan, decided to do a sleeve. So we enveloped the fabric together so that we can place the rods or the PVC pipes inside those slots so that we can use them as curtains to cover over, open and close to make it easier instead of having my frost cloth, my fabric keep tearing and blowing in the wind and having to put them back on and secure them more in place. So the idea is we're going to take the measurements from the the long side, I guess you could say, the length and width. So we're going to do the length, width, and the depth to get the measurements. So across here, about 4 feet. Then we also going to take from the top down to the bottom, which can be adjusted because when I move this up and down, we can certainly adjust it. We can just raise it up a little bit and it'll fit regardless, as long as it fits over the pipe in its longest state. You can scrunch it or make it shorter and the shorter state as well. So we're going to go across the top, from top to you want to probably cover just about an inch or two, maybe three below where the boards are that you have. And I think that made for a great curtain to cover our crops when it's kind of chilly outside. It is kind of chilly again. It's about 50s right now. It feels like it's more like 40. But if you can see behind me, we have created something that I think is a work in progress, but it works so well for right now. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail, but these landscape fabrics are so hard to control and so hard to keep onto your structure that you want to cover to keep nice and covered. So I decided, why don't we give it a curtain appeal? So instead, I went ahead, we measured as best we could about the dimensions of everything, and we're able to get slots put in. So we basically just enveloped them in, measured, pinned them up, and I sewed them, which you'll see. We sewed everything so that they can open and close just like a curtain. Still a work in progress. I am hoping I can find something a little bit heavier, maybe slightly thicker, and improve it even more. And if I am not crazy enough, which I am crazy enough, if I'm not crazy enough, I'm also going to probably go ahead and put drawstrings so that I can have this a little bit looser, and then I can have a drawstring. So if you pull the drawstring, it will raise them up, and then we can easily close and open it up however high we need to without having to move it from here but the drawstring. But this fabric isn't super strong, so you may not be able to do a drawstring on this fabric. But I'll show you how it closes right now. All right. It just goes up and down pretty easily, just like that. And now it is closed. On the sides, I do have to come up with just something another way to get the sides to stay in. That could be another easy fix, with maybe making a slit down the middle and having a bar at the bottom so that the bar could also envelope at the bottom so it can open and close, or some sort of curtain ties. We'll have to see how it goes, but I'm kind of excited. I have to do another one. It did take a little while just because it's so large. This is a 15 by 10 landscape fabric. So it took a little while to pin everything in place and to sew it. And then we ended up having to resew it just because originally we had it too narrow of a diameter, but we fixed that and it looks pretty awesome. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.